Knowing full well that the King's refusal to repeal the acts was a possibility, the Second Continental Congress felt the need to form a colonial army. They chose George Washington of Virginia to lead the new Continental Army in 1775. The reason being that Washington had great success as a leader during the French and Indian War and had an extensive knowledge of soldiers in battle. George Washington left Philadelphia for Massachusetts right away to take charge of his army, which had already fought its first major battle against the British. While the British had 50,000 soldiers, General Washington usually had no more than 10,000 soldiers in his army at any one time. Some of Washington's soldiers had fought on the frontier and in the French and Indian War, so they had learned to fight the way the Native Americans did, in irregular lines and from hiding places, not side by side in a straight line like the British. General Washington did his best to keep his army together to defend the American colonies from the British, but it proved difficult at times. Some soldiers would leave to harvest their crops, while others left if they were not paid. With little money and not much training, the Continentals went to war against the most powerful army in the world. The Americans did have some strength, though. First, they were defending their homes, and second, unlike the British, they knew the land well. Unlike George Washington's army of mostly first-time soldiers, the British Army was made up of professional soldiers, and along with its navy was the greatest force in the world at the time. They also had help. The British used Native Americans and mercenaries, or hired soldiers, to fight on their side.